Hello again, Adrian. Right, so the circuit that I just soldered up for you, to show you how to solder, I'd said that I'd give you a little demonstration of what it actually does. And the only difference I've done is I've added this little diode here, a Schottky diode, and a wired in, soldered in these two leads of a positive and negative, and that's basically it. And instead of putting a battery on it, I discovered that my battery is flat, so I've just wired it up to my power supply over here. So, right, so what we'll do now, we'll just turn on the power supply, which is running at 5 volts on this one here. So set on 5. Right, so what to do? Well, so you can see that, but it's fully lit as soon as I touch that lead, and then I put it on the anti-static mat and the light goes out. If you can see that okay. I'll just turn this light off, that'll make it a bit better. So I press the lead, that comes on, and then if I ground that lead, light goes off. If I put on the positive, light comes on, negative goes off. So the voltage, the charge present in my body is enough to turn the light on, and it'll stay on for quite a long time. I've not timed it. But interestingly enough, the anti-static mat, if I allow the probe to touch the anti-static mat, you'll see the light going out very slowly. On, touch the mat, on, then we'll leave it in the air. It should stay on for quite a while. So while that's lit, I'll explain what the circuit actually is. So let's use a pen here. Right, it's got positive up here, plus 5 volts, through a resistor, through an LED, through a MOSFET, and then to ground. And that's all it is. That's all the soldering was. And then we have a diode and the sensing lead, which is this bit here. And strictly you don't need this diode at all. You could just leave a lead dangling here. But it's just because I thought I may as well see if I can make a radio detection circuit, like an on-air sign, as it were, using the same thing. Notice how the LED is still lit, despite the fact I've not touched it for ages. And if I then again anti-static mat, it goes off. So I suppose you could use it as a test to see if any anti-static measures are working or something, I don't know. But funny enough, this circuit here, the MOSFET, it's the basis of memory. So memory in computers, oh look, it's gone off. Oh no, it's coming back on again. Anyway, it's finding a charge my pen, I think. Anyway, or possibly my book is getting grounded through the anti-static mat. Yes, the basis of memory. So if you think about it, if you gave it a positive pulse, hold on a minute. Anyway, my leads come off. So if you imagine putting this to positive to give you your logic 1 state, it would remain at logic 1 level quite indefinitely. And if you then put that to logic 0, which is 0 volts, you'd end up with a memory of 0. And if you then keep on refreshing the pulse with what the previous state is, then you've got a RAM memory. And that's how your SSD drive would work in your laptop or whatever, using MOSFETs. Exactly the same principle, but obviously they're built onto a chip. So anyway, loads of waffle there. So that's what the circuit is, and it's only because I happen to have a MOSFET lying round, and we were talking about soldering. So that's how simple that whole thing is there. So there you go, Adrian. Thanks for watching, and hope there's some interest to you. And if not, then tough luck. Try. Bye-bye.